Obama caught secretly meeting Russian lawyer who set up Don Jr. Look who she worked for. The left went bonkers over this recent discovery that in June of 2016, Donald Trump Jr. met with some obscure Russian lawyer claiming to have dirt on Hillary Clinton. Now, shocking revelations are coming to light after Barack Obama and his administration were caught secretly meeting with Natalia Natalia, the Russian lawyer who is really a spy, but it's who she worked for that really makes Barack look guilty as hell. It's all coming out now, but how Barack Obama and his administration colluded with Hillary Clinton and the Democratic National Committee, the DNC, to set up the fake Russian narrative against Donald Trump. The smoking gun against Obama and Hillary is Natalia Natalia. Yes, the same Russian lawyer who does not practice law and is really a Russian spy working for the Democrats, but that's not all. First, we have Natalia as Obama's personal guest showing up at the House of Representatives hearing on U.S. policy towards Putin, Russia. The conservative treehouse reports Ms. Natalia is pictured seated in the front row directly behind former U.S. Ambassador to Russia, Mr. Michael McFaul, at the House Foreign Affairs Committee. This is June 14, 2016, 5 days after the reported meeting with Donald Trump Jr. There is the infamous Russian lawyer who the Democrats and the mainstream media claim is the smoking gun linking the Trump campaign to illegal deals with Putin, except she is clearly a high-level guest of the Democrats at the behest of Obama himself. This photo was taken only 5 days after her meeting at Trump Tower with Donald Trump Jr. It should be noted that the Ambassador McFaul was very publicly discussing the Russia conspiracy narrative in the media and appeared on numerous NBC and MSNBC broadcasts during the 2016 campaign. And immediately after the election, the conservative treehouse further reports, but that's not all. It should also be noted that Ms. Natalia was initially denied an entry visa into the United States in 2016 and appealed her situation to the U.S. District Court of New York. She was granted a parole letter allowing her to enter the United States on behalf of a client. The conservative treehouse explains, "Wait a minute, I wonder who would want to make sure she gets into the United States. If you're thinking Obama and Hillary, you'd be right. Using his power, Obama was doing whatever the Clinton campaign needed to make sure Hillary and the Democrats won the election. So here's where this gets really interesting in her affidavit to enter the U.S. Natalia whatever her name is, admits to working for a company called Fusion GPS, and you'll be blown away by who they are and what they did. Specifically, we have learned that the person, Natalia, who sought the meeting with Donald Trump Jr. is associated with Fusion GPS, a firm which, according to public reports, was retained by Democratic operatives to develop opposition research on the president and which commissioned the phony Steele dossier, reports The Independent. The phony Steele dossier is that ridiculous report that BuzzFeed decided to publish. It is infamous for saying Trump went to Russia and rented the hotel room where Barack and Michelle stayed, only so he could pee on the bed while Russian hookers danced around. Trump never went to Russia and never stayed at any hotel where the Obamas were guests. The dossier was so stupid that no one took it seriously except Maxine Waters, but this brings up a very serious issue. It's obvious now that Natalia was a plant by Obama and Hillary to set up the Trump campaign. She's a low-level spy whose activities are clearly linked to the Democrats, not to Trump. And there's one more thing. It was the Clinton campaign who colluded with a foreign government all along. Daily Wire reports Democratic National Committee DNC operative Alexandra Chalupa met with Ukrainian government officials for dirt on Paul Manafort, who at the time was rumored to replace Corey Lewandowski as Donald Trump's campaign manager. Wow, now that sounds like something that should be investigated, right? Nope. Instead, the vicious low-life Democrats want Don Jr. to testify, as they always let Barack and Hillary skate free. It's time the real criminals are brought to justice. Patriotic Americans won't rest and won't give up until the real traitors are behind bars. It is totally incredible. And then I did a thing on Trey Gowdy also, and he's talking about Muller investigating Donald Trump Jr., which I thought was a total farce to begin with. Excuse me? We should be investigating Donald Trump Jr., or should we be investigating Obama and Hillary, and let alone Mueller to be investigating, who is compromised from the get-go? Let's be real, this was all a setup. And Trey Gowdy better get his act together, because the American people are hip to his crap now. Let us know what you think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.